Welcome back, y'all. I know, it's been a while, but I'm back and that's all that matters. Anyways, Dress to Impress dropped a part 2 update at the beginning of March, which included the release of Style Showdown and the Master Server. The update received mixed reviews since a lot of players felt like Style Showdown needed some work, and there's also a lot of discussion regarding Master Servers, which actually ties into today's topic. In this episode of Dress to Debate, we're going to talk about farming. And yes, I know it isn't new, but it seems like with the new update, farming is becoming more normalized amongst the community. While a lot of players love farming or don't see anything wrong with it, other players feel like it's ruining Dress to Impress as a whole. Honestly, this specific topic is a little tricky for me because I really do see both sides like Chanel. But that's what makes it fun, and it's always interesting to read different opinions from the community. Before we start, y'all know the drill. Please do not spread hate towards anyone mentioned in this video. Even if you feel super strongly about this topic, please remember to be very demure, very mindful in the comments. Or in other words, keep it cute and don't get banned. Also, yes, I am aware my outfits in the background gameplay are terrible. It was 1 AM and I haven't played DTI in 2 weeks, so I'm trash right now. Please have mercy on my soul. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and start. So just to start off, I found a definition of what farming means on Reddit, and it says, the process of going through the same set of tasks to accumulate some specific set of resources or wealth. So basically in DTI, people will farm for pink cash or stars. While researching, I found that people have been farming in DTI since like the summertime of last year, so pretty much when the Brat update dropped. And whenever you go on YouTube or TikTok, you'll see a bunch of videos of different creators teaching people how to farm or the best techniques to use. You'll also see videos of people talking about farming servers, which we're going to talk about in today's video as well. Now, I do want to say that people feel differently about farming for pink cash versus farming for stars. Like for me, if you're farming in a public server and you're just walking around the lobby collecting cash, or you go in a free play just collecting all the money on the ground, it's not that big of a deal. You might have some people fighting you or calling you selfish, but the money regenerates, so who cares? The real star of the show today is farming for stars. Now we're going to discuss both sides because I would say half of the community really loves farming, but the other half hates it. Now the main reason why people farm is to get a higher rank, get access to pro and master servers, and I'm sure some people just find it fun, especially for those who go into farming servers with a group of people. I've personally never been in one, but I'm sure it's a good time. And the very last reason is rewards. Me personally, I feel like this is the main reason why so many more people are farming. If I'm not mistaken, before the new update came out, there was only one reward for leveling up, and that's the trendsetter dress. I did see on the DTI wiki that runway queens get a purse, and I feel like I got it back then, but I don't remember. But the new rewards that I know of are regarding runway diva, top model, and supernova, and more rewards are going to come soon for the other ranks as well. Now I'm not gonna lie, I completely understand why people farm, because these items are so cute and I need them desperately. However, the issue is, in order to farm stars, you have to play in a competitive mode, and this can be done by either playing on the runway or playing on Style Showdown. So of course, people who don't farm and are actually playing these game modes for fun are having issues with farmers, which I completely understand, because if you're playing to have fun but people around you aren't voting fairly because they're farming, you're gonna be upset. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next section and see what the community says about farming in general. Okay, just a heads up, I am filming this part of the video in my new home, so the audio is probably gonna sound completely different. I'm so sorry y'all, I didn't have time to finish filming before I moved out, so please bear with me. Thank you. So for this part of the video, I basically grabbed different tweets and Reddit posts that I saw related to farming. Some of them are in favor of farming and others are against it. I'm gonna start off first by reading the ones off of Twitter and then we'll move on to Reddit. The first tweet says, farming and the want of rank items quickly high-key ruin people's perception of the game. They forgot people genuinely just want to play DTI, no custom themes, no care of voting, just having fun with the game the way devs naturally intended. Farming is personally not my cup of tea, and this isn't me bashing people who like farming. If that's what you like, fair play to you. But y'all got to remember, DTI farming is a method of earning without the actual work. For a lot of people, that's just not fun. I want to play the game game, I want the raw achievement of hard work from my own skills rather than just having it handed to me. It sounds mean, but that's what farming in DTI is. So this is something I kept seeing come up. I think a lot of DTI players prefer you to earn your rank by working hard rather than farming for it, but then obviously there's a part of the community that's like, okay, it's not that serious. Also, there's kids who play who probably don't care. Now, I will say, I do think to a certain extent, farming has ruined certain people's perception of DTI, because at some point, people only play the game to farm, which is fine, but then when they go into a public server, instead of playing normally, they're just expecting everybody to be okay with farming. And I know that's not everyone, but there is a good chunk of people who do that. Some other tweets I found said things like, I'm so sick of DTI farming, or people being like, stop begging to farm. I also saw a tweet where somebody said, my villain arc starts when I'm in a DTI farming server and I get last despite giving everyone 5. That's another thing I've noticed too. People would be like, let's do farming, and then they're not giving you any stars, so you're just sitting there like, bro, what are we doing? Like, did everybody in the lobby just agree to hate me? The next tweet I found was actually posted by DTI News, which said, I've been seeing so many mixed opinions, so let's settle this. Is a regular server better or farming servers better? And the replies were definitely mixed. One of them said, farming servers ruin the whole point of the game, they make me mad. The next reply says, regular. Farming servers are dumb because people don't put in any effort and it defeats the purpose of the game. Another reply said, regular servers are good, but I don't think joining farming servers occasionally is bad. Just don't do it always. Farming servers at the moment are necessary considering the fact that nobody votes anymore. And I also think that farming servers are full of kind and funny people. And the final reply says, regular servers are horrendous. The voting is bad and very few people are on theme unless the theme is really easy. But farming servers are boring and ruin the fun, as well as hindering a person's development of their styling and improving in the game. In conclusion, neither. Now, even though there's a lot of tweets against farming, there's actually a lot of posts of people looking for farming servers, or you'll also see a lot of posts of people saying, hey, I'm hosting a farming server, does anybody want to join? I also saw a post about a Roblox group that's dedicated to DTI farming, which honestly, this is how farming should be done. Like, if you're farming with a group of people and you're doing your own thing, nobody should care about that. Also, like I mentioned earlier, it just sounds so fun, and you can probably meet a bunch of cool people when you're doing farming servers. Alright, now that we're done with Twitter, let's go ahead and move on to Reddit. The first post is titled, Opinions on Farming. For me, I hate farming. What's the point of having stars if you don't know how to dress? Sometimes I get it though, but mostly, people who farm do not care to make a nice outfit. They only care about ranks. What's the point of being a top model dressing like a fashionista? The next post is titled, I hate when people all of a sudden want to turn a perfectly fine server into a farming one. Especially when the votes are fine, people are nice, outfits are well made, until all of a sudden someone goes, can we farm please? Or let's farm. Like, no, I hate farming so much. It's just a lazier way of bumping up in ranks without having to try. What do you even do while farming? Sit there in the same outfit you had for 3 rounds already and vote everyone 5 stars? And that's it? That's boring. But most people act like it's a priority. It's so annoying, especially when other people jump in and say yes or I want to farm. Like, please, I hate it so much. The next post is titled, Farming is part of the problem. I get it, trust me, it sucks to make an outfit that you think is really great just for it to not place, but farming is just as bad as everyone giving 1 stars. Hear me out. The 30 stars you've received in the farming server isn't deserved. Your rank means nothing if you don't have the skill or style to show for it. It's so obvious when someone has participated in farming servers because their outfits are often subpar. Now you're in pro servers not placing because your style just sucks. And then you complain about it and go back to farming. It's just lame. It sucks the fun out of it. Why not just play free play? The next Reddit post is titled, "Farming is only justified under one circumstance. I've always been against farming. I reached trendsetter, almost runaway diva, all on my own. No farming or anything. However, recently the voting has been extremely unfair to the point where I sorta have to farm. It sucks because I'm certain that my outfits deserve more stars than they get. I think it's only fair to start farming when you know your outfits are good enough for trendsetter/runway diva. Otherwise, you'll look like a top model with fashionista experience." The next Reddit post I found says, "My DTI unpopular opinion, farming is not that bad. I've seen a lot of negative and antagonistic sentiment about farming servers. And while some of the complaints are fair, there are truly many reasons a person might want to resort to farming. Some people think it's a bunch of new models joining a farming server and instantly ranking up to top model, while in reality, I barely see any low ranks in farming servers. Some servers even have custom themes and cool challenges, so you're still having fun dressing up. You're just removing the toxicity and competitive aspect of the game. Some people just spend a lot of time in free play and or custom game models and don't want to be stuck as a runway queen while dressing like a runway diva, because it would take forever to rank up with how low people vote in pro servers. Some people got tired of sweating their butts off on a beautiful outfit to receive 12 stars in return. While I agree people shouldn't hop into a regular server expecting to turn it into farming, and I don't agree with new players starting to farm without even understanding the game, people need to understand that it's not all there is to farming. Everything has nuance." Yeah, I definitely understand that frustration. It's so annoying when that happens. Like, if unfair voting wasn't a thing, I feel like farming wouldn't be as common. But since unfair voting happens all the time in any server, I get why some players might give up on regular servers and just do farming. Also, it is true, there's a lot of players who just don't like to play competitively, but they love to dress up. Like, there's a lot of people online that'll make amazing outfits and post them, but they're never actually playing competitively. They're just in free play mode, which high key, that's me. I would say more recently, I've been in free play mode than any other mode. And it's fun, to be honest. Like, my outfits in free play eat so good, but then I forget how to play competitively and my outfits are so trash. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. Anyways, now that we're done hearing what the community had to say, let me give my personal thoughts on this. So I've always had conflicting feelings about farming and dress to impress. In general, farming is something people normally do in games, but farming in DTI isn't the same as farming in a game like Minecraft or Stardew Valley. By the way, if you play Stardew, let me know in the comments. Anyways, since dress to impress is a dress-up game that you have to compete in, I feel like farming ruins the fun for players who aren't trying to do that. I personally feel like it's fine to create a farming server or farm in a private server, but it sucks when you go into a random server and you're not aware people are farming, so you're just like, wait, what? Or you tried really hard to make a cute outfit and come in last because someone and their 5 friends agreed to vote each other 5 stars, and they specifically gave everyone else 1 star. Now, I do understand why people farm, especially since unfair voting exists, which makes it more difficult to climb the ranks and it's time consuming as well. But I do feel like farming has made a lot of players quit the game. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of players talking about how old DTI used to be super fun and how they don't like the way DTI is now, and one of the main reasons I see people complain about DTI now is because of farming. I think back then it wasn't as bad, but now it's kind of unavoidable. Now, I know another reason why people don't like farming is because they feel like players basically cheated to get their rank, but to be honest, ranks don't mean that much to me personally. In reality, people can suck at making outfits at a high rank and also make amazing outfits at very low ranks. What really matters to me personally is whether you're playing fairly or not. Overall though, I think farming is fine as long as everyone in the server agrees to it. But also, if you join a farming server by accident and you're not interested, then it's best to just leave. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching today's episode of Dress to Debate. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I think the next episode of Dress to Debate will be about ethereal outfits, since it's been a huge conversation in the community. But it might be a little while from now. I definitely need to talk about other fashion games, especially new ones coming to Roblox. I've also seen a lot of people asking me to play Makeup Idol, which I'll definitely do a video about as well. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below how you feel about farming. Do you think it's fine, or do you dislike when players do it? Also, how important are ranks to you? Do you care about how people earned it, or is it irrelevant to you? Okay, bye, see you in the next one. Bye, okay, bye, see you, bye.